very first playthrough from my channel, I figured I'd start off with something simple and close for now. Jak and Daxter, the Jak and Daxter trilogy to be exact. This is one of Sony's biggest games. Any person that had a PlayStation, you would know that there was 3 big games back in the day. Well, 5 big games back in the day. There was Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Grand Theft Auto, and NFL Street. Pretty much. But this is one of them. And you'll understand why this game was so good. It may look childish now, but just wait. And start new game. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about this. Let me know down in the comment section if you want me to 100% this game. The way how it works is there are 100, well, over like a billion, not even a billion, about over 3,000 items in this game. Well, not 3,000, that sounds dumb. 2,000 items in this game. Let me know if you want me to 100% this game or not. I've never done it before, but I'm pretty sure I could do it. So, cutscene time.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer! You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Well, this starts the playthrough.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
This is Jack and Daxter. So you got a big move, which is like circle, pretty much. Square move is punch. I can do other things too, like this. Jump around and whatnot. It's a pretty solid game, you know.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
These are one of the things that I can, use to get my power cells, and also they're collectibles. Basically, I'm just hitting these targets and whatnot, you know.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grab zoomer.
I'm gonna need a lot of those, sadly. Yeah, and I also can kick air and whatnot. I can grab and then this happens whenever you get one.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
The scout flies is also collectible too. And once you get 7, you automatically get a power source.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Eco is like the main power source, like lifeline. I can use it to draw things here and draw open boxes.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power. This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling blue eco through your body.
I think,
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
I think, Kira and, Samus, those two people, will, I think they're actually really good actors. And of course, whenever I use,
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open.
it doesn't,
Blue eco, you can
drain
breathe
my bar
energy into
or
all
anything.
kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain
So it's
dormant
kind of
for
like I
years.
can run around with it for a pretty long time.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Green eco in this game pretty much gives you, health.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yeah, each time when I get a power cell, Daxter will do something like weird or cool in the background. But pretty much that was the end of Guys in a Rock. So.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Now we are officially in the world of Jack the Precursor Legacy. Oh, and I can also talk to Kyria.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Forbidden Temple is probably like it's an annoying place, but it's cool at the same time. Now, of course, all these villagers have different stories and whatnot. there's also scout flies in the village too. So.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Oh boy, Daxter, always This guy is the mayor, so.
Oh, don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
This dude wants 90 precursor orbs for a power cell, pretty much. Yes, he is a bum.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
I don't have 90 precursor orbs to be giving right now, but the thing with the people here, I know somebody in the comment section is gonna say this. Every single one of them has giant ears and whatnot. I know. I'm gonna grab all these scout flies here. That's 4. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Oh, I just can't do it anymore.
There was I thought I had seen it. What's the name? A scout fly in there. Just gonna talk to everybody real quick.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfrog. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
We'll definitely help her in a second. Also, There are these
What a
vents here.
weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
These vents have something in it. Get. Oh crap. Okay. And they're just shut. We're good. This guy.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Let's start with this guy. So really, I ain't gotta do no much. Just run him into the corral. I can also kick him, which is hilarious. One way. It's two. Oh yeah, I can also do this too. I don't know what to call that, but it's something. Roll jump, I guess? I don't know. We got one more left.
You gotta bring in the cops for the drum right again.
But this game was always like really good. And so many people like loved it around the time. But it's like the company that had made this, Naughty Dog, were kind of in battle with another
That
company.
lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
They're kind of in another company with Insomniac, because Insomniac had released Ratchet and Clank, so they made this.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Now we're going to the Forbidden Forest. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank was one of those games that was really good too. I wish I could play the old ones, but it's like, you know, they don't have those remastered. They only have the remake, which isn't very accurate. These are lurkers right here. Now we gotta go back across the bridge or something real quick there.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about.
Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge? There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. Eh? If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
This was always hard when I was a child.
Steady, boy.
Okay.
Here comes a big one.
That's already 1 pound missing. Come on now. By the way, for those of you who don't know, my real name is Xavier.
Steady, boy.
But if you prefer to call me by my YouTube name, that's fine. Oh god. Oh boy, I'm already messing up. This isn't good. Oh
Here comes a big one. Looks like you could use a bigger net. Steady, boy.
god. Oh my god.
Steady, boy.
Okay. Oh god, they're moving fast now. What in the world? Jesus Christ.
Here comes a big one. Your sails are second. Hold steady.
Oh my god. I was so close. We're gonna try that again. Okay. Got a little bit wild right there towards the end.
Here comes a big one. Don't miss one like that again. Here comes a big one. Steady, boy.
Okay. Oh god, no. Oh god, please no.
Hold steady. Almost there. Hold. You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Alrighty. Second time's a